Okay, I know it's pretty easy and there's tons and tons of tutorials all over the place for it, but I'm going to do one because I find that every tutorial keeps missing steps. So to port forward something, first you need to know what the port is. And for me, I'm just using as an example, I'm using BitComet. It can be anything, usually sharing programs. I know that Minecraft has a server thing out, and a lot of people are trying to port forward that. You got to find out what it is. Usually it's going to be under an option somewhere in tools, and no matter what program, usually under a connection or a download. You're basically looking for a listen port and a number. And you probably just want to copy that so you know that and you have that ready to go. You need to know what your IP address is. An easy way to do that is either go to accessories, command prompt, or just do start run cmd, and you're going to type in ipconfig. ipconfig. And that's going to tell you what your IP address is. I'm on a router, so mine is of course going to begin with 192.168.1 and then whatever number I am in the chain. And right now I'm number 2. This sometimes will change, so if you set up your port forwarding and it's working great and all of a sudden one day it's not, check your IP address to make sure it didn't switch you. Once in a while it changes. I don't know why. And I'm sure there's a way to fix it, but it's not that big of a deal. Next step is to get into your router. I haven't seen a router that wasn't these numbers, but I'm sure it exists. If it does, just Google what your number is or check your documentation. But from what I've seen, it doesn't matter what brand it is. Your router is always going to be 192.168.1.1. So 192.168.1.1. It's going to come up with a login. Mine is just generic admin and a password. And okay. I have a Netgear router. Linksys router is very, very similar, and I'll show you the difference in 2 seconds. As far as Netgear is concerned, they've made port forwarding easy to find. Right down on the left here, port forwarding, port triggering. You can see I already have my desktop set up to use BitComet. I have Minecraft here because my girlfriend uses it. And what I want to do here is ignore this nonsense up here and just do an add a custom service. And I'll call it laptop bit for the BitComet usage on laptop. This one I just leave it both. This is where you remember that port. We copied it. We're going to paste it right here with a Control V. And this is where we checked what number I'm at. And we saw that I'm at .2. That was through the IP address. And we're going to click apply. And that is it. Now that's how you do it with the Netgear. I no longer have a Linksys router, but I do have 2 images to quickly bring up to give you an idea. Linksys, your main screen looks something like this. Your generic main screen here. And you want to go to Applications and Gaming. And under Applications and Gaming, you'll get your option for port forwarding, because application gaming, port range forward, it's basically the same thing. Type your name. The start and end ports are pretty much the same. I don't know why you would need different numbers, but for everything, just use the same number on both. Leave this as both. Again, change your 0 to the number that you saw your IP address ending in, and then click enable, and below you'll see an apply. It's pretty much the same thing. And any other brand router, it's not going to be like one's going to be totally different from another. You basically have to be able to accomplish the same thing. So just look under wireless, look under ports, whatever. You'll find it.